It's important sometimes to take a step back and really relax during your busy week. And one of the ways you can do that is through yoga and meditation. Wellness coach Ashley Sorensen is here to talk about stress management through movement. Ashley, thanks for coming back in today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Let's just start with stress. Everyone deals with stress, but it's more than just saying it. It can really have a lot of effects on your health.
Yes, stress I have seen is really the root cause of so many different health issues. You know, whether it's a thyroid issue or, migraines. It seems it stems back to, why did we get here and how? And stress is really a big trigger for all of it.
Okay, a lot of people like to just go right to the medicine cabinet for stress, but you have some ways that we can deal with stress, everyday stress, no matter how small or big, just with some simple steps at home or maybe at the gym. We're going to talk about yoga, meditation.
Yeah, both of those are great. Like you said, so many people go straight to a medicine cabinet of what can I take? And really we want to just step back a little bit and take a look at the bigger picture and slow our minds down. We are overstimulated all the time. And so our body doesn't really recognize the difference between if a bear were to run through the studio right now or you thinking about a deadline for work. So we need to have our body respond properly to a stressful response or a stressful situation. And so by doing some yoga or meditation, even I have on a graphic, I think, 3 minutes at 3 o'clock, just taking a few minutes to slow your breathing, follow a guided meditation, do some yoga.
We all have 3 minutes.
Right.
Because a lot of times, you think, I don't have time to go to yoga class, I don't have time to meditate, but you have 3 minutes.
Right. Start small. So I started this a couple years ago, 3 minutes at 3 o'clock. I'm I can remember that. Okay, maybe it's not committing to 5 minutes, maybe 5 is too much. But 3 minutes, it's start small.
And so how do you go about meditating? Because that also can stress people out. I know now I totally am on the bandwagon with yoga and meditation, but I remember at first I thought, I would get stressed thinking about meditating. Do you hear that from people?
Right, yeah, they're I don't know how to do that, and all I think about is my laundry, my to-do list. And so even just listening to something, you can do a guided meditation or, listening to some nature sounds and just set a timer for 3 minutes. And, for a while, you're gonna have to train yourself. It's all about retraining our bodies to have this appropriate response to the stress. So if we can retrain our bodies to slow down, maybe think about your breathing. I know I have an Apple Watch, and there's even a breathing thing on there too of how to breathe deeply from our diaphragm instead of the shallow breath.
We all have smartphones and the apps, and so even if you don't use an app, use just the timer and some nature music. That's great, that's easy.
Yeah.
Good start. Okay, I also want to talk a little bit about yoga. We just talked this morning on the Valley Today about a lot of people think doing yoga in public is one of the most intimidating exercises.
Right. So that could create some stress there.
Right.
And the movements can be stressful on the body, yet it's the breathing, the mind-body connection that creates the parasympathetic response. So the calming part. I know, big words. But we have, the yoga, just setting that as a practice too. So that's why they call it a yoga practice. Having something that you can go to in doing. But it's, everyone starts somewhere. There's a lot of people that are I can't touch my toes, I can't do yoga. And that's not what it's about. It's, even if you laid on your mat the entire class period to focus on your breathing.
Let me tell you, I do yoga all the time and I still can't touch my toes. So
yeah.
Some people just aren't flexible, and whether you do it at home or at a gym, I know going to a gym sometimes is very intimidating to people, but honestly, in gyms, it's all different types of people, all different levels.
Right.
And the lights are usually lowered. So nobody's looking at you because then they're going to lose their balance. So
exactly.
Get past the intimidation and focus on yourself, right?
Right. And that is, it's usually a 60-minute class, or I guess there's some that are longer, but that is dedicated time to you. There's there's no talking. So to allow yourself that time, so important.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, and so where can people go to get more information? You're a wellness coach. I mean, this 3 minutes at 3, I love it. I hadn't heard that. So do you have a Facebook page, website?
Yeah, so Dr. Tara and I have, partnered up together. We have the Fargo Women's Wellness on Facebook. Also, my first and last name at gmail.com is a great way to reach out to me. And just, through social media.
Okay.
I'm out there.
Ashley, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Some great advice. Small steps, that's okay. Stay with us. Coming up next, we're going to head back out to check in with Chris Berg Live as we're getting rid of some of those old documents and receipts. It's a free shredding event that can help today.